friends, thanks for stopping by. Today's video is going to be done a little backwards. I already have all of my makeup on, my blush, my bronzer, my powder, my eyebrows, and my lips, as you can see. I wanted to do a couple of different eye looks with one palette, and the palette I'm talking about is from Wet n Wild. It is, I really thought this was pretty. It is called the Not a Basic Peach. And it just has some really, really pretty colors in it. So I thought I would go ahead and do this look. And the palette I found at Walmart. It's a very affordable palette. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. This video is in collaboration with Walmart. It is part of their Here for Every Beauty campaign. They just want you to know that they have makeup for everyone, skincare for everyone. They have drugstore, they have middle of the road. Online, you can get premium brands. You go to walmart.com and you get premium brands there. So everything you'll be seeing in today's video is in store at Walmart or online. So what I'm going to do at this point is just show you everything that's on my face already. For primer, I am using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and I must say it does a nice job on the pores. And then I wanted to try the new NYX Born to Glow Foundation, Naturally Radiant Foundation. If you would like a review on this, let me know in the comments. And I am wearing medium olive. Everything will be listed and linked below for you. For powder, I am using the Coty Airspun. It's all over my face. And the color I have is the Translucent Extra Coverage. For contour, in my cheek area is by Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Contouring Palette. So I'm using the contour part of this palette. And for bronzer, just across the cheek area and a little bit on the top of my forehead, is the L'Oreal Bronze Please Latera. Now, when you first see this in store, it looks like, oh my goodness, it has so much glitter in it. Once you take that top layer off, it does have a nice sheen to it, which I think is an aging woman's best friend. The next thing is a blush by NYX, and the one I'm wearing today is called Bang Bang. This one here is a nice burgundy shade for winter or fall, and that is what it looks like. Really pretty. These have a nice sheen to them. And I used a fan brush to apply it, but look how pretty that is. It has a beautiful glow to it, my friends. And then the other color, I don't have this on my cheeks today, but I did pick up a second one because I'm always looking for a really nice plum shade. So I picked up this one, which is called Fig. And I thought it was really, really pretty. And that is what that one looks like. And I'll go ahead and swatch this on my hand. So you have that right there. Really, really pretty. I thought they were really, really nice. And they have such a nice glow to them without any glitter. So I really, really loved that. And then for my lips, I am wearing the NYX lip liner in, I can't read that color. That's not the name of it. I just can't read it. I think it's soft brown, or it's one of those brownier ones. Just to trace my lips. I didn't want to add any volume or take away. And then I'm wearing the Bold Matte, which I have had for quite a while. I Am Radiant. And I really, as you can see, this is the color. I just love it. I love wearing this color with gray. I just think it looks beautiful. And then I did go ahead and tight line my eye area. And for that is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last. And this color is in, oh, what is the color? Bronze. Okay, so it is bronze. So now I thought we would get started with the Wet n Wild palette. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple of looks with this. I thought it was really pretty. Has a lot of colors that are my favorite. And what's nice about these palettes, if you're not really sure where these colors should go, on the back they always give you a little diagram and tell you how to work with things. But we're going to fly by the seat of our pants, of course. All right, so I guess I'm going to go in first. I'm going to pick up this color here, And I'm just going to place this all over my eye. Now with the Wet n Wild, you can see a little bit of dust does kick up. It doesn't bother me as long as I'm aware of it. Then I just work it into the fibers of the brush, give it a tap off, and I will be gentle when I place this on my lid. So I'm just going to pack it on because this will help you with fallout. And I want to take this all the way up to the brow bone. And then once I have packed it on, I'll do a light sweep. And this is just to give myself a nice base to start with. So what I'm going to do is one eye on camera and the other eye you will not see. Okay, so there is the base on my eyes. So now I think I'm going to move in where it says the second transition color here. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of that just on the tip of the brush. Tap it into the lid. And I'm going to just work this in my crease. I want to create a hard crease here. So I want the color mostly in that area. So really just work in small little areas. These shadows spread well and they last. Okay, so there you have just the crease area starting to build up. Pick a little bit more of it up. And I'm just going to focus this on the outer eye and then move it in, but I want most of that color placed on the outer part of the eye. And just go in small little circular motions. If you're better at sweeping, go in sweeping motions. It doesn't really matter, it's what's comfortable in your own hand. But it's nice to feather just the edges up slightly. Gives you a nicer, smoother transition. Okay, so there you have that. I'm going to go in and just pick up a small amount of the deepest tone, tapping it into the lid to make sure that you're packing it into the bristles so that you don't get the fallout on your face. Then I'm going to take this and I just want to tap it in the corner. And you can see I'm building up the outer edge here. I'm not really going in a V here. I'm just tapping color on and just working it slightly to the inner edge after I've tapped most of the color on the outer. So this is what you're looking for. You go in with a fluffier brush and just lightly sweep it so it blends in. Next, I'm going in and picking up this color right here, kind of a pumpkin color. And I press the brush into this one, and then I'm pressing it into the fibers. And I just want to place this right on the lower part of the crease area, just to brighten it up. I'm not going in the crease with this. I'm just going on the lower part, but I'm not meeting the eyelashes, okay? So then you go in with your fluffier brush and just sweep that down slightly so it blends in. And you can see I could leave this look right now as it is, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick up this mauve, the satin finish mauve here. I'm going to take this on with my fingers. So that's what it looks like. And the same as I did, I want to get rid of the excess, so I'm going to tap my finger in, and it really takes care of any loose shadow that might be on your eye. And I'm going to go ahead and place this right on the center of the eye, right onto the lash area. We want to go all the way down, and we're just patting that on. And that looks so pretty. I love the combination of the orange and the plum. I'm just picking up a little bit more. And I find that these shadows definitely apply better with your fingers. So when you're using the satin, use your fingers. Look how pretty that is. Just beautiful. I love it. My Walmart has really, it's actually enjoyable to go in there and shop the cosmetic section. I just love it. They have a huge mask selection at mine. They have just about everything you can possibly want. I'm just picking up more of the chocolate here and doing the same thing, tapping it right into the fibers of that brush. Okay, so that's all I'm basically going to do. Now I'm just going to take that fluffy brush and I just want to sweep that slightly. And I think that looks so pretty. And then I had just a tiny little fallout there. And that would be how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and I'll be right back with you. All right, my friends, I am back with the finished look for look number 1. I think it's beautiful. It's just perfect. This can be an everyday look for those of us that like to wear a little bit more makeup. It can be a night out. It can be date night. It can be anything you want. It is just beautiful. I'm just going to put a touch more blush on my cheeks, and I'm just going to go ahead, I'm just going to top them right here. Same thing on the other side, just a touch more to bring my cheeks up a little bit and make them pop out. This foundation is pretty too. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a review on that. But anyway, that is the number 1 eye look. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I removed the other look with the Bioderma, which can also be purchased at walmart.com online. And I forgot to tell you that I also primed my eyes with the MILANI eyeshadow primer. And for this look, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. This is wearing the blue. I'm working with this color here and the peach, the blue, and the transition. So we're going to get started with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in and pick up the lightest color here, and because the brush is a little large, I'm just going to sweep and pick up the color and work it into the fibers of the brush. And we are going to go ahead and we're just going to place this on the whole lid all the way up to the brow bone. And I'm just going to go ahead and sweep it down so it's nice and even. I may have to apply a little bit more to the other side. With that same brush, I'm going to go into the peach now of the palette. And I'm going to do the same thing, just work it into the fibers of the brush. And I turn the brush as I'm going, and then I just want to work it in. Tap off any excess so we don't have any fallout. And I'm going to go ahead and just really apply this almost to the whole lid, except for underneath the eyebrow, but I am going to work it up just slightly above my crease. And it's just going to warm it up some versus it being so stark white. I'm just picking up a little bit more of that, and I'm going to work it into the fibers of the brush again, and I'm going to go over and repeat what I just did because I need to build it up so it's the same as the other side. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick up the transition color here. Just pick up a little bit on the brush, tap it in. And I just want to put a little bit of this just to warm the crease up just slightly. I'm really not even pressing in. I'm just going over, and this is just staying in the crease area. It is not going on the lid area. Okay, so I've just warmed it up slightly. So now I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this Makeup Mist and Set on the back of my hand. And I'm taking a concealer brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap that in. And now I'm going to go in and pick up the blue. Now you don't want your brush soaking wet, you just want it damp. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of that color, and you'll see that it really picks it up nicely. So now I'm going to go ahead and place this where I want it on my lid. And if you put your brush down and sweep, it applies it better. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill the whole lid area in. And now I want to move right into the crease area. And you may have to go back in and pick up more, which I will. But that's what it should look like. And now I'm going to pick up a little bit more moisture off of my hand. Sweep it into the blue again. And now I'm going to work that out. Now I'm only taking this halfway, 3/4 of the way over. And then I'm really, if you'll see, I'm taking the tip of the brush and I'm just working it into the crease so I know where I want to stop and finish. So that's what it's looking like. And I'm just going to sweep a little bit more of it, make sure that it's all even. And that is perfect. So you see, I'm not even doing anything on the outer part. I'm going to go in with a dome brush now, and I'm going to just pack that color in, tap it into the brush so I get all the excess off. And now I'm just going to pack this color onto the outer part and check them to make sure they're even. So I'm really just packing that all in the outer corner, and then I'm just going to sweep it so that they kind of flow together. And that is pretty much the look. I'll just go in with that concealer brush in the blue again, and I'm just going to lightly sweep over that area and just fill in anything else that looks like it needs to be evened out. And you're bringing this all the way into the inner eye and 3/4 of the way over. So that's the look you'll get. So now I played with a little bit of the color underneath the eye. So now I want to go with that transition color again. And I'm just taking a flat, denser brush. And I'm going to tap that off. And I'm just going to go underneath my eye with this. And all the way over. And I want to go up in the corner, okay? Then I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to sweep it along to soften it slightly, working up in the outer corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and just sweep any excess off. So there it is. I really think it is a beautiful, beautiful look. Again, you get many colors. You could play with so many different colors here with this palette. You could tie the gold in where I just did the blue. You could do the mauve rose that I did with the dark brown. That would be beautiful. Or you can do a simple neutral look with this. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't care for the matte lipsticks, you can always go in with a gloss. This is a MILANI gloss. And just touch your lips. And put just a slight glow to them. And you are good to go. 2 different looks with one palette. You could probably create a good 5, 6 looks with this palette. You can go very natural. You can go very glamorous. You can tie the mauve shade that I used in the first with the dark brown. You can use the dark brown with the gold. You could use this color and this color and these colors just to make a nice neutral eye. There's so many things you could do with this. You could wear the blue all on its own, the mauve all on its own. So you can get a lot of wear out of this little baby. So again, this is the Wet n Wild, not a basic peach palette. All right, my friends, so that's it for today's video. I'd like to thank Walmart again for partnering with me on this video. And I didn't use any of their premium products in today's video except for the Bioderma, but they have so many of them. I did write a little list down of some that they have, because I think you would be surprised knowing that they have these. They have Stila, NARS, Galan, Smashbox, Julep, Laura Geller, Peter Thomas Roth. They have Revision, Obagi. They have K-Beauty, Japanese Beauty. The list goes on and on. And you can also, sometimes some things are flagged as 2-day shipping, so you can get them quick. I know myself, sometimes I don't necessarily have a lot of time to go in the store and shop around. So I will go online and order everything online and do that same day pickup or next day pickup. It all depends on if the store has it in stock. If it's in stock, then you can just walk in a couple hours later. All right, my friends, and they also, on a lot of the premium brands, they do their rollback days. And I know many of you are very familiar with the rollback days of Walmart. Those were the days. Do you remember? I remember growing up, my mother saying, I can remember when that was a nickel. And now I can say that. I remember when things were so, I mean, a candy bar was like 15 cents, 20 cents. It wasn't, I mean, now you pay like $2 for a candy bar. Anyway, my friends, I'm rambling. All right, my friends, that's it for me. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as an ageless beauty. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget about the bell notification, because that keeps you up to date with all the videos that I'm putting out. Until the next time, my friends, go out in the world and be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. All right, my friends, love you guys. Bisous.